In the 1960s, women were finally granted the right to have their own personal bank accounts. In the 1970s, women could get a personal credit card. We've made a lot of progress with money in a male, being male dominated to giving us, access to at least have some control. But there's still a lot of vestiges of the male dominated financial world that still exist in 2021. We don't need to list all of them. If you're a woman, you've probably experienced some of them. But instead, let's look at what a financial approach, or sorry, what a feminine approach to money might look like. Welcome to the FIFE Movement. I'm your host, Amanda Neely. This is the only movement that helps you create your unique, feminine, and entrepreneurial path to financial independence. Please be sure to subscribe. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that bell so you get notifications of future episodes. Now, femininity is a social construct. And in a previous episode, I said something that I want to remind you. You decide your own definition of what it means to be feminine. You don't let anyone else do that for you. And remember, all humans can exhibit feminine traits. As much as women embrace their masculine side, I sometimes wish men would embrace their feminine side as well. But more for fun, I looked up what would the internet have to say about the word feminine and what does it mean to be feminine? And Wikipedia gave me some common traits. I want to read you this whole list that they had on Wikipedia. Nurturance, sensitivity, sweetness, supportiveness, gentleness, warmth, passivity, cooperativeness, expressiveness, modesty, humility, empathy, affection, tenderness, and being emotional, kind, helpful, devoted, and understanding. I don't know about you, but a couple of those words in there actually offend me. But I wonder if are any of those traits ones that we would associate with money? Okay. So rather than having yourself as a woman or having your wife or your best friend or, somebody else in mind, think about money when I read these words again. Nurturance, sensitivity, sweetness, supportiveness, gentleness, warmth, passivity, cooperativeness, expressiveness, modesty, humility, empathy, affection, tenderness, and being emotional, kind, helpful, devoted, and understanding. What if we could associate those traits with money? What if our money was more feminine? What if our money nurtured us? What if our money was sensitive to our needs and wants rather than just sensitive to the markets and the economy? What if money was experienced as sweet, supportive, gentle, and warm like a mama? What if money was more cooperative than competitive and was passive instead of always wanting more and more and more? What if money was more helpful? We could go on and on and on. And I don't think we'll see money itself become more feminine anytime soon. I mean, money is just an object, worthless pieces of paper or metal or bits in a computer that we give meaning to. And society has given it a meaning that's quite masculine. But what would a feminine approach to money look like if money itself isn't going to change anytime soon in terms of the construct that we have there? What does it look like to approach it femininely? Now, here's what I've seen in myself and many of the women I talk to regularly. There's this concern for safety and security over risk for possible reward. Yes, we still take some risk. Yes, some women take more risk than others, but I hear time and time again how women are taking more risk than they like to because they feel pressured by the men in their lives to do so, whether it's a male financial advisor, a husband, a dad, an uncle, and, et cetera. They are feeling pressured to take more risks than they want to, a lot, and myself sometimes included. So here's what this boils down to for me. A feminine approach to money, more specifically, a feminine approach to financial independence, is creating your own path. It's sticking up for your values and goals with money. It's being open to hearing others' opinions and perspectives. It's weighing the pros and cons thoughtfully and emotionally. And then not just being allowed to, but being encouraged to do what you believe in your heart of hearts is the right thing to do. So, just like you define what it means to be feminine, just by being a woman, you are like, and however you express that, that's what feminine means for you. When you define your path toward financial independence and you define what that means for you, you're creating a feminine path. And I want you to do that. I want you to make it happen and don't let anyone else take control of what's yours. Be the queen of your own path toward financial independence. Thanks for joining me and connecting with the FIFE movement. As you go about your day today, remember wealth is coming your way. Your quest is to prepare for using it well. And be sure to tune in to the next episode where I'm going to talk about um, kind of an entrepreneurial path toward money. And then the next episode where I talk about how the feminine and the entrepreneurial come together. These are meant to help you prepare well for being a wealthy woman. For more tips on how to prepare, be sure you subscribe so you get those next two episodes. And to connect with the community, visit fifemovement.com. My gift has helped you today. Please pay that gift forward by sharing this content with a friend. My gratitude in advance. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much for being here. Be sure you hit that like button. And I want your comments in the I want your feedback in the comments too. Let me know, what does feminine mean to you? How do you see a feminine approach to money looking like in your life? The only thing you got to promise me is that you won't judge anybody else's definition of what that looks like and how they're making their own feminine approach to financial independence. Thanks. I'll talk to you again tomorrow where we talk about an entrepreneurial approach to financial independence.